Welcome to Truth with Tal and Isaac. I'm Tal.
I'm Isaac.
Episode number 156 coming at you today. Save us, Lions. Save us, NFL.
Yeah, football's going to save us, folks.
So back. So back. And we'll talk a little bit about college football as well.
Yeah, save us, Bryce Underwood is the topic for that.
The whole state of Michigan is going to save.
Yeah. Actually, okay, since you said that real quick, we didn't know we were going to talk about this, but I'm going to bring it up because it's good. We had lunch with Granny today. Shout out Granny. Because we both work downtown.
Shout out Granny.
And Granny we'll have lunch with, right? And, we'll get Granny going. And I'm like, Granny, did you hear about Bryce Underwood? No, I didn't. Who's that? And then I kind of just framed it as if he was a politician. And she bought it. And I'm like, yeah, Bryce Underwood, like he's going to save Michigan. And she goes like, from Trump? And I'm like, yes, from Trump. Not sure if it'll be by the end of the term, maybe next year. He's very young, but he's going to be great. Oh, okay, I'll look into that.
Awesome.
And we're going to leave it. So like next time I see her, I'll be like, Underwood saved us. So that's the tidbit there. You can go ahead now.
Perfect. Okay. A couple more off the top things. Detroit Tigers we need to speak about for a moment or two. They're going to make the playoffs. They have the best pitcher on the planet. They have some guys who can hit. Then it gets a little shaky.
Well, they're winning the World Series. Save us, Tigers.
Really?
Next topic.
You just want me to stop talking?
No, it's called coping is what it's called.
Oh, coping. Okay.
When I think they're not a World Series team, when I just say that they are, that's called coping. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Realistic expectations.
Yeah, World Series. That's my expectation.
Very astute. Very astute.
Save us.
Okay, the Kawhi Leonard stuff, the Clippers.
You can educate me.
Okay, so I had a good conversation with Fadi today. Shout out Fadi.
Shout out.
Kind of gave me the update. So basically what happened is, 5 years ago, the Clippers decided, hey, we're going to get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. For Paul George, they just traded SGA and like 5 first-round draft picks. For Kawhi Leonard, they paid him a lot of money, but they also did side deals for at least $28 million, potentially upwards to $48 million.
Or potentially there's no wrongdoings and it's a fake report.
Yeah.
And it's bad journalism, right?
Sounds like there's some truth to this.
I'm back in Kawhi. I'm back in Steve Ballmer.
You are?
Free Steve Ballmer. I like Steve.
I like him a lot. He's a super fan. If I owned a team, I'd be like him.
Yeah.
Except I'm not a multi-billionaire, so I'm probably not going to own a team.
Fact.
Anyway, I think the Clippers were guilty, and I think they're going to get punished.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it impacts basketball at all. Like, that's when I'll start caring. And
I guess it'll be interesting, right? Because Michigan got punished badly. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know
but it has no effect.
Let me know when I can talk, right?
Go ahead, right now.
I don't know if it'll impact basketball at all. If it impacts basketball, that's when I'll start caring.
Then it's relevant.
All right? TMZ drama loves it over here. Go ahead.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's what it's the story. That's what a lot of the story and the reporting is.
Really?
And I don't really care about that stuff until, if Kawhi already misses 80 games a year, so it's not going to impact basketball that much. But if someone gets actual legal charges, by the way, Malik Beasley, he's free. Just want to put that out there.
Free Malik.
He's back. We did it.
The Pistons going to sign him?
Yeah, I already talked to him. He's coming back.
Really?
Yeah, he's back. We're saved. Next topic. What do you have?
NBA All-Star Game.
We're not talking about the NBA All-Star Game. It's September.
It's possible that it may be a little bit interesting. In my reels, I've been watching the
what
All-Star
are your
Game
reels?
for 20
What are in
years
your
ago.
reels? Tell us about this.
No, when Kobe cared about the All-Star Game and Michael Jordan cared about the All-Star Game, and that was good.
And when did it start changing?
I think probably when Kobe died.
R.I.P.
Oh, LeBron. Probably when LeBron became the face of the league.
It had nothing to do with Kobe retiring and dying. It had to do with LeBron and his agenda that he came and his posse. And that's what they've ruined the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's a fact. Just like ask anyone who knows ball. That's a fact. Even if you're a LeBron guy, that's really hard to argue.
Who's the LeBron guy? Evans, LeBron guy?
There's he's got all sorts of radicals. There's a lot of propaganda.
Any of your buddies?
Yeah, my buddy. People fall for propaganda. It works. Look at history, folks.
It's
true. And the LeBron propaganda is very real and very dangerous. Okay? That's what I have to say.
Fair enough.
What else do you have?
U.S. Open.
Sure.
It's a great tournament.
Yeah, good job, tennis.
Canadian won today. Gabby Dombrowski won the doubles.
Great.
And listen, tennis is so back. Really, tennis is interesting. Making lots of, just because it's controversy.
Controversy actually doesn't have an H, just an S.
Controversy. And Ostapenko, ooh, she's in the naughty room. You can't
keep it moving.
That.
We're not going to talk about the racial
Our fans like
conflict
tennis.
in tennis.
Our fans like tennis.
That's a trap. Next.
I have no more off the tops. I eliminated the rest of my off the tops.
Yeah, you only had 8. That's good. I have no off the tops because
nothing.
People don't care about that usually, especially yours. Usually,
for those people that are watching on YouTube, just like Batman is here.
I put that there. By the way,
Where'd you get that?
My friend Bao friend's friend 3D printed this Batman.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So it's like you could pretend to throw it at bad guys,
Can I
but
have
not
it?
actually.
Can I have it?
Sure. We'll share it.
Nice.
Joint custody.
Okay.
Okay, football. So we're going to talk about the Lions and how they're going to save us, right?
Yeah, we need to chat about the Lions for a little bit. I guess, why don't you give me a couple of sentence summary of how you think the Lions are and how they're going to do. Then we'll go into more detail afterwards.
Yeah, my Lions notes are really all over the place because I've been working on them for 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to, we can look big picture right up the bat. It's hard to ignore what all the experts and the analysts are saying. And they're all down on the Lions. Like, everybody.
No, not all. It's a couple of SI guys who picked them to make
SI
the
is a bunch
Super Bowl.
they're
and win the Super
casuals.
Bowl.
But if they have that, then that's fact. You've got, Vegas is pretty down on the Lions. Vast majority of the media people are down on them. And it's for a couple of reasons. The main one being the coordinator thing, which people love to push out. And then the other one being is they're just looking for anything they can do to talk themselves into the Bears or the Vikings or the Packers, which then, as a result, puts the Lions down, right? So,
yeah, listen, the media love the Packers because they're in a city with 40,000 people and they wear cheese on their head.
and they play in a neighborhood. Cool.
Yeah.
And they don't have an owner. Cool.
So do the Cubs.
Yeah. And Brett Favre is their quarterback, who's an actual war criminal, actually.
Yeah, took
And
money away from
hate crimes. He's committed hate crimes.
terrible people so his daughter can have a volleyball court or something.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Like $5 million.
And then Aaron Rodgers is actually, I'm pretty sure he's actually a terrorist. I'm not even joking. I think he has global terrorist charges on him.
For sure.
And I'm not joking, guys. So the thing is, everyone's just propping up. It's the Green Bay, it's Minnesota. What do you have to say?
Some of the stuff with the Minnesota cheerleaders and Caleb
No.
Williams
We're not talking about the cheerleaders.
That's entertaining.
That's a trap.
I know it's a trap, but it's entertaining.
Okay, so I think it's a good thing that everyone's down on the Lions because it just fuels them more.
It's tackling fuel.
Yeah,
I
it just
love
fuels them. So I think kind of my main crutch here is their top end talent is certainly the best in the division. Let me just finish. That's a comma, so I'm going to finish the sentence. Certainly the best in the division, comma, and up there with any team in football. Their top end elite talent. You're looking at Panay. You're
The
looking
top
at Gibbs.
10, 12 players are as good as Baltimore, Philly, KC.
Yeah, all the criminals. Bills.
Buffalo.
They're not criminals, actually. Buffalo's not criminals. I like Buffalo. Respect to them. But everyone else, Baltimore criminals, KC criminals, Philly actually criminals. Jalen Carter.
Oh my God.
We'll talk.
That's great.
We'll get there for a bit.
We'll talk about that afterwards.
So my thing is the Lions are great. They're going to save us. Their roster is strong enough for a slight dip in play calling that they might experience with the rosters. With the coordinators leaving.
But people who know realize, hey, the Dan Campbell effect is significant. And Morton knows these guys. He knows what they're doing.
Yeah, my point is their top end talent and their guys are just so good and often better than the competition that gap is going to be wider than the loss gap experienced with the play calling. Now, I'm not sure if that made sense. Did you follow that?
Yep, I agree with you.
All right, thank you. So yeah, that's where I got Lions. I'm not worried at all. I
think
care.
we should talk about some of the impact players and who really is going to make a difference between, let's say things are terrible and it's a 9-win season, upwards to a 12 or 13-win season.
Yeah, if there's a 9-win season, check me into a home.
Yeah,
because
a 9-win season would
yeah.
have to be, they have the same amount of injuries, but it also affects Gibbs and Goff and Amon Ra and guys like that.
So yeah, what do you want to talk about then?
Tell me 5 or 6 players that will have the most impact this year.
So Can
I wrote down 10, but
okay. Well, we didn't discuss this. I have a list of the top 10 Lions that we can't afford to lose. Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to talk about
that's a good
impact
idea.
guys?
Yeah, let's do that.
Maybe we just do 5. So, Dr. Steve, my chiropractor. Shout out, Dr. Steve.
Shout out Dr. Steve.
Longtime friend of me who now my dad starts to know through me.
He likes me a little bit, but he likes Isaac better.
He out of nowhere we talked ball, and so he just dropped me a text out of nowhere on a random Tuesday night, and it was top 10 Lions that we can't lose, and it was an essay, and it was
awesome.
A name and a why. So I'll go through my 10, and you can chime in wherever you want, either
Copy.
to agree or disagree.
Okay.
1, Goff.
Agreed. Quarterback is always number 1.
Fact. 2,
Unless you're Cleveland. Myles Garrett's the most impactful person.
2, Panay.
Penny. Okay.
3, Hutch. So that's my top 3. 4, Gibbs. And you can show me Monty, and I can show you that Gibbs is probably the best running back in football. Sorry, Saquon bracket. I'm going to tear something this year because my usage isn't sustainable. Barkley. That's what they're calling him, I think. 5 is Brian Branch. Might be early, but I have Branch at 5.
Okay.
6, any other O-lineman. Deck, Glasgow, Mahogany,
Actually,
Ratledge.
it's funny because I put them all together.
Because
I put Penny separate than the other 4 guys.
and it's not. I'm not saying that Ratledge is an all-pro right now, but I'm saying if we lose Ratledge, the next man up is probably a significant drop-off. So at 6, I have any lineman. 7, I have DJ Reed. Save us, DJ Reed.
People seem to love him.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. He's saving us. 8, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. People might think it's low, but I think if you think that's low, you're casual. 9, I had Campbell/Anzalone together. One of those guys. I'm not sure which. Whoever's playing more snaps this year. And then 10, I have Laporta. And I wasn't really sure who to put at 10, so I put Laporta.
I have Terry and Arnold up high, just because I think he's going to have he's going to make a big jump forward. And listen, all these DBs are going to be better with Hutch, right? You just some crazy a 25% win rate, which is higher than anybody else, or I don't remember what the number is.
Yeah.
He's got a huge high win percentage rate on the guy that he's beating. That's going to make Arnold and Robertson and Reed, they're all going to be better because of him, let alone Branch and Joseph.
I will just say, as branching off the Arnold point, there's some cornerback 1 buzz with him. With DC and a lot of the guys in the room. Apparently Arnold has made that leap. And then the buzz with DJ Reed is there's been some comments made. I'm getting deep in the Pride of Detroit website articles here.
I like the Pride of Detroit website.
There's been quotes about how the cornerback room is a lot more mature with DJ Reed now. And some things like that, which make me suggest that Carlton Davis was not a captain and not close to being a leader in that locker room.
Interesting.
I read that DJ Reed was the next man out for captain. It's kind of something.
I read that as well.
So that puts a lot of confidence in me and Reed and also his impact on Arnold and Robertson.
What have you been hearing about the step that Jack Campbell seems to be making?
I haven't read a ton on him. They're always I'm high on him. He's not a concern.
Luke Kuechly. He's the middle linebacker.
I don't think he's probably
going to
Luke
save
Kuechly.
us.
Yeah. Okay. Not sure if he's Luke Kuechly.
He might be.
And I will say DJ Reader, big Reader on the front, has gotten some buzz, which is good because he was a zombie. And Davenport, talk about a zombie. He really needs to be good.
Actually, I wrote him down as the 10th most impactful line.
He might even be higher. And I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying it's
Sure,
him or it's nobody.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Do we want to talk about Za'Darius Smith signing with the Eagles, or you want to wait that?
I don't even want to talk about it. It's not even relevant.
He's a number 4 rotation DL guy.
So that's enough on him, right? He's dead to me.
Okay,
Brackets.
so
no, he's not.
Not dead, but
no.
Way too much attention paid to the backup quarterback. There's only a couple of teams in the league where their backup quarterback can win any games. Hooker, not win any games. Allen does not win any games. Now, when I say games, you can beat Chicago because they're a bunch of deadbeats, sorry, Urban Paul. But you're probably not going into Green Bay and winning a game with Allen or Hooker.
So I kind of disagree a bit here, and here's what I'll say. I've always been in the camp of if your quarterback gets hurt, your season's over. Doesn't matter. And I'm so, meaning
when you say if your quarterback is out for the season, your season's over.
Sure.
Or if your quarterback misses a month,
misses the latter bits of the year where he can't play in games where you need him to make a third down throw, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And Don Campana, a great football mind of our generation, told me, you're right, but here's when the backup quarterback matters. When your guy gets hurt in a playoff game and you need to trot someone out for a drive or a quarter or a half. Let's say it's the NFC Championship game and Goff goes down. You got to roll somebody out to just muscle you through, hand the ball off, get you through that game where Goff in 2 weeks plays in the soupy. And he opened my eyes to that take, and I said, that's brilliant. So that's kind of where I'm at now. Backup quarterback actually does matter a bit because we have seen Goff get his head taken off in the playoff game.
Yeah, true.
And we rolled out Coach Teddy, right? So I think...
Showed you how much faith they had in Hooker at that point.
Yeah.
He signed Bridgewater from the high school practice squad.
And so I think backup quarterback matters a bit, but it only matters in this extreme case in which Goff goes down. And if Goff goes down, your season's just about over. So that's my take on backup quarterback. You can go ahead, Derek.
Okay. So here's the things that scare me. Depth at cornerback, depth at defensive line, depth at interior offensive line.
Are you just going to say depth for you've named most position groups?
Yeah, but here's the thing. They are fine with who they have. They have elite level talent in every position group.
Yeah, fact. That's my. Yeah.
I don't know if there's another team that has that. I didn't really do the deep dive on that, but
we'll talk about Denver. I like Denver. Denver's got depth across the board. Wow, Philly's got depth across the board, especially now. KC's got a good amount of depth. There's some teams, I like Buffalo, whatever. Good teams have depth. That's how it goes. Better teams win, and the Lions are the best. So there's my take.
Okay, it's going to be very interesting the first few weeks of the season without, Ali McNeil. Tyleek Williams, I think, is pretty solid.
I hope so. He has to be, considering we reached a round and a half on him,
Yep.
right?
Okay, the next All-Star is obviously Isaac. Tesla.
Oh.
Way too much attention paid to their fourth wide receiver.
Who's their third? Khalif?
Yes.
Okay. We'll see how long that lasts. I like Khalif.
I don't know
a
how long
lot.
it's going to last for, and you might do. See, here's the other thing: you have Gibbs, who you can put out lot wide. You also have Laporta, who is a top 3 tight end in the league. So the fourth wide receiver isn't as relevant on the Lions as it is on both teams.
Yeah, and Goff can catch too. So you've got a lot of guys. And Panay can actually play tight end.
That's a good point.
Pretty sure Campbell said that he would be a Hall of Fame tight end if he moves him to tight end, which
Agreed.
is just an elite quote. We'll talk about offense real quick.
Go ahead.
There's going to be regression on offense. That's a fact. Individual players as well as like the actual stats as a whole, right? Like Monty, I love Monty. He's probably going to regress this year. I think I saw glimmers of it last year. And Deck has regressed. Glasgow is not the guy he was 6 years ago, which is fair. So like there's some stuff there that scares me, but like Panay is already the best offensive lineman in football. He's just going to keep getting better. Gibbs is going to keep getting better. Laporta is going to get better.
Jamel's getting better.
Ratledge is going to improve exponentially.
Yes,
probably
Ratledge,
Mahogany.
the guy who's going to play this Sunday versus the guy who's going to play in 3 months.
3 months, he might be the damn center. That's actually like very well in play.
Agreed. Yeah.
So there's going to be some improvement. I actually have that written down. Ratledge, Mahogany, each game will improve, and I firmly believe that. And Goff is going to get more comfortable with these guys too, especially with like a new center and a different OC. So offense, it's okay. Defense will be a lot better, even though they were actually okay last year. A lot of the
defense, even with all the injuries, was still top 10 in the league.
Yeah, I think they were 8th in scoring. They were the 8th scoring defense, which is interesting considering like who was playing cornerback in the playoffs.
Oh my gosh!
Right? Like
and
I remember the guys.
Defensive line.
They're rolling out. We were looking at, and we know these guys. We were looking at like the literally 53rd. I'm sure they had a couple emergency guys looking at who is this?
Who's that guy?
Number 40, Morris, R.I.P. Right? He's back though.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he's back though.
He's in the practice squad.
He's back, saved.
Is he not in the practice squad?
I don't know. Also, we're going to talk a little bit of gambling later. Hutch, comeback player of the year. If you just want to print money, you should bet on that. Unless McCaffrey plays 16 games, which isn't happening. So
he's already got a calf problem. He's questionable for this Sunday.
So Hutch is angry. I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff with Hutch.
He's angry.
He's got this thing where like I just buy it, where he's just like, oh, I really want to go and play week 1 at Lambeau. Like he's gonna go and get a couple sacks. That guy's fired up.
3.
And he's learning that his leg is actually bionic now. So he's going to start kicking dudes with it, I think. Like, he's going to start swinging that leg.
Tommy John surgery just comes back stronger.
Yeah, or like Deep Cup at Rookie of the Year, where he's got that thing with the arm and he can throw really fast. Hutch is going to just do some leg
that's
stuff.
Awesome.
They're Winter Soldier-esque with
Henry
the leg.
Rowan Gardner?
Yeah.
Is that what you're pulling out?
Yeah, so
nice.
That's what I got. Lions are going to save us. Do you want to talk about like week 1 specifically now, or more big-term Lions stuff?
Why don't we talk a little bit about week 1, just because we're going to obviously record more just because it's football season.
Yeah.
All this hype against the Packers. Realistically, Parsons is a solid player. There's no denying that. But he's had no practice time, and he's got a bad back.
I like how we're calling Parsons a solid player, and he's like the second best defensive player in football, and he's like, he's fine. He's okay.
He's fine. I like Myles Garrett better.
Can I do another not obscure movie reference? I would just call it niche. Dark Knight Rises. Batman's back is broken, and he hangs him on a rope, and that guy punches him in the back.
That's pretty much surgery.
They should do that with Parsons. I think it would fix him. So then he can climb out of the hole. What does it mean? Rise. So there's my Dark Knight Rises reference. Jake Goldman, my boy, we watch Tiger games. You have to stop the noise.
That's great.
He just, every now and then he'll just send me like a guy coming out of the bullpen, and he'll just send me like the Dark Knight Rises clips, and we just talk about Dark Knight Rises, which is great. Okay, so Parsons, he's fine, solid.
Jake knows
next. Taylor Decker versus Parsons scares me. Watch the tape from when they went against each other.
Decker, yeah, but that's okay. He's not going to be taking Parsons. Penny can handle him, no problem at all. But when you line up, Laporta's going to have to chip him. Montgomery's going to have to chip him. Gibbs is going to have to chip him. Or you just do the quick little one step, hit him on raw.
Yeah, you know Bo.
I do.
What else about Green Bay? What else about that game?
Lions going to win.
So the more I think about it, the more I'm like, Lions are going to win. The more I see CBS picking the Packers.
Well, have you seen who is in the defensive backfield for Green Bay? They lost Alexander, and they've got a guy who was like a backup guy for the Raiders who's now starting, who's also injured. He had a meniscus surgery a month ago, and he's going to try and guard JMO? How's that going to work?
Well, they have a lot of young
JMO runs a
guys
4.340.
in the secondary, so we'll see how we can pick them apart. You win the trenches, you win the game. I wrote pound the rock. A weak interior D-line, like that's a fact. Like with that big boy out now, with Clark gone.
Who's good?
Who's
a line killer?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a good player.
He was good against the Lions.
Turnover-free football, protect the rock.
Be smart. Put pressure on Love. Love has not proven that he can win big games.
Yeah, I was talking today with some people at work and some ball knowers in the office. Not in the office, in the building. And
DA?
Steve. I was talking to Steve. And our takeaway was like, make Love make big-time decisions in the fourth quarter. If Love has the ball in the fourth quarter and has to make a tough throw, I like my odds. Or if he has to think for half a second, he's going to... Remember last year, I remember the game very well, against the Lions where it was like rainy and he didn't know what he was doing. And he
was
like...
terrible. He
threw the worst pick six I've ever seen.
Gave it to Joseph and said, why don't you go ahead and put us away in the end of this first half.
It was like, halfback. It was like a halfback pitch, except it was to Kirby Joseph.
Yep.
Essentially, he pitched it up the field right to Kirby.
It was a good toss.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
so,
hit him in stride. It was good.
I wrote down Jordan Love is prideful and theatrical, just like his predecessor, Aaron Rodgers.
So, Marcus Freeman, right, our Green Bay insider, all-star wide receiver, gave us the inside scoop and said, Love is no good. People don't trust him.
Mm-hmm. So,
that was inside scoop.
Prideful, theatrical, just like Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
It's a play on words because Rodgers combined with fraud, right? Rodgers.
I like that.
Came up with that.
That's creative. Did you have that in your pocket for a little bit? Or you just come up with it right now?
I think over the last 5 months I came up with it.
Nice.
The Lions are going to win. They're going to win week 1. And if not, then someone come check on us.
So Isaac told me we're not going to go week by week and determine their record.
But he wanted to spend 20 minutes saying, like, Lions at Ravens, and then talk about, like, what's going to happen in 3 weeks.
Actually, I have Baltimore winning that one.
Yeah, right? So it's not that. It's just Lions are going to win games. I don't care how many.
Lots.
10, 11, 12,
And
whatever.
I also think, like, I've got them winning 11 games. Just be healthy going to the playoffs. Nobody's going to want to play us.
I will say this, and this might just be me coping, but a home playoff game does not matter to me after last year.
Agreed.
And I can leave it at that, but basically the point is...
Because also the Lions are going to travel. Lions fans are going to travel.
Yeah, and they've proven they can win big time games on the road, like they're going to do this Sunday. So yeah, if they're wild card and they have to play a bunch of road games, fine, whatever. Where's the Soupy? San Francisco? It's not that far. We could go, you know.
We could go.
So and some good movies were filmed there as well. So San Francisco, nice spot, really good spot, beautiful neighborhoods in San Francisco. It's not beautiful neighborhoods.
Well, there's some nice neighborhoods. There's some.
My quick tip.
sketch.
No, I can't say it. Nah. I remember being there, and there was just a lot of poop on the sidewalk.
A lot of poop.
It was like one of my top
But
takeaways.
not dog poop, human poop.
Yeah, and like the other takeaways I can't say on camera, but we'll talk about off the record
Yeah.
later.
You can message us for more details about poop.
The other folks, San Francisco, just interesting. Next, do you want to talk about NFL as a whole? Save
We
us
do
football?
need to chat a little bit about the NFL.
Okay, where do you want to start here?
So tell me who you're high on, teams or people.
Okay, thanks for that. I'm high on Denver. I think Denver's
You
good
love
shape.
Denver. I didn't write down Denver.
I've been on Denver I was kind of on them last year, and I think I've read a lot of stuff.
You like Bo Nix?
I like Bo Nix. I like Sean Payton. I like their guys. I love Sutton. Some of the Knicks stuff, the buzz around Knicks is like, if you're in on Denver and they steal that division and they win 13 games, he might be the MVP.
Come on.
No, I don't think
Are they that good?
If the Chiefs take a step back, it is very logical that Denver wins 12 games and he's top 5 MVP guy. And we'll talk about kind of some other dark horse MVP guys. So I like Denver a lot. I like the Bucks. I always like the Bucks. I think they're just sneakily like the third best team in the conference right now.
I have no idea how they are so good, but they are good.
And Igbuka is like almost a captain as a rookie. I don't know if you've heard about Igbuka. He's going to light up
great.
this year. He's
Listen,
going to set
Evans
records.
and Godwin got to take a step back at some point.
Godwin's dead.
Is he?
He's missing the first like 5 games.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then Old Man Evans, I'm not a fan of him. He just produces.
He just pumps the 1,000-yard season year after year after year.
And I love Bucky Irving. I like Rashad White a lot. So I think Tampa's the third best team in the NFC. Eagles. Before last night, I was fraud watching them. They're firmly on fraud watch right now.
They did not look good. And obviously, they're a little scared about their defense because they signed Zadarius Smith today.
Panic move.
Yeah, it's a panic move.
Panic move. Glad we didn't.
He's their backup defensive lineman. Okay.
So Philly fraud watch. I'm really glad about that. AJ Brown, like you're gonna start seeing buzz this week about how he was really upset with how he only got like 2 targets or whatever. So I said Bucks. I said Eagles I don't like.
People forget that 2 years ago, Philly imploded.
Yeah, well, we were calling that. And
Yeah.
we also called the Niners implosion last year.
Agreed.
I will say, talk about implosion. This year, Dolphins are like, I'm
Yep.
all out on Miami.
I agree with you.
I think Tyreek Hill gets traded. I would not be shocked if Tyreek Hill is a Baltimore Raven in 2 months. That's kind of where I'm going to plan
That would be
it.
actually bad.
We can take him. He'll get hurt and probably beat some more people. Maybe his kids or a baby
He's going to get
mama.
arrested.
Yeah, actually.
Go into the game.
There's a lot of Cardinals buzz. I'm not going to hop on that bandwagon.
Listen.
I have a rule for football. You know what the rule is? If the quarterback is below 5'6", I'm not in on them. Right?
Agreed.
So that's my Cardinals take there.
Yeah, he gets a good parking spot, but
And
it doesn't mean he's going to win games.
If your running back is 53, then I can't buy into it. Sorry, James.
I thought he was washed 5 years ago in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think he's due for regression.
Tell me some of the players that are must-see TV.
Out of curiosity or because they're like guys?
Both.
Michael Penix Jr.
Because of his name?
No, I want to see that Falcons team. I am looking forward to watching that Falcons team on offense. And I think Kyle Pitts is going to be back this year. I think he's actually going to have the year. Not actually.
Well, when you say be back, that would mean he would be there at some point.
Yeah, he's going to show a pulse. Sign of life.
Yeah, no, I don't. There's been no sign of life, and is this his 5th year?
Something like that. Here's kind of my take here. I want to see every team, like even the crappy teams or the teams that are going to win 5 games. Like I want to see what the Jets look like.
I don't care about the Jets.
I want to see what they look
Both
like.
New York teams. I mean, the Giants' defensive line is going to be good, but we haven't really talked about Hunter. Like,
Sure.
I'm really looking forward to seeing him. I guess he's going to play more offense than defense, which I'm a little surprised at. I thought he'd start more on defense initially.
No, a lot of the buzz was they liked him more as a receiver than as a corner. But we'll see how that, right? Like if I don't know.
He's got to be in nickel packages or dime packages for sure.
The Jags are going to be like must-see TV. It's going to be like, okay, hopefully Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw an INT here because I want to see Travis Hunter run routes. So,
And
Jags
you've been on
for
the
sure.
Thomas train since he was drafted.
Yeah, coming out of college, I was in on Brian Thomas, and then I declared him a top 10 receiver after like 3 weeks. And I got called. They called me a madman, and
I said, "Who is this guy?" And you're like, And now people are like, "He's a top 10."
He's like a first round pick in fantasy. Whereas like I liked him at LSU. That's me. Buffalo. Lots of signs point to Buffalo. And
listen, Buffalo and Baltimore are stacked. They've got so much talent.
you know what? I like Buffalo a lot. Like if you want to look at like a Super Bowl future, we'll talk about that. I think Buffalo. I think there's a lot of signs pointing to Buffalo going all the way this
Hey,
year.
I'm very happy playing Buffalo in the Soupy.
I don't want
That'd be fun.
I have a take on that, but I'm gonna get in trouble for it, so I don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Everybody, even Lions fans, are, and I'll just shout them out. Blake Patterson is like, I would love to play the Bills in the Super Bowl. It'd be such a good story. Blah blah blah. And my response to that was, I don't care who we play in the Super Bowl.
I don't care who we play in the Super Bowl.
And then it's like, oh, but Buffalo's a nice story. Yeah, it's I don't care if it's the Chargers or if it's Buffalo or if it's the AFC Super Team. I don't care if it's an All-Star team. I don't care if John Elway comes back to play quarterback for Denver and Jerry Rice. Where did he finish his career? Somewhere weird, right?
Oh, Raiders maybe?
Yeah, Jerry Rice as a Raid. I don't care. I don't care. The Monstars, the team from Moneyball, and Brad Pitt is the GM. I don't care who we play. I want to curb stomp them, right? So Buffalo, nice story. No, I don't care. Sorry, Buffalo fans. But you can understand my
I want
take.
to play Willie Beeman from any given Sunday.
You name it, right? Paul Crew, Adam Sandler, he trots zombie. Paul Crew comes to play quarterback.
Oh, I like Paul Crew.
I don't care. Talk about a zombie. Hashtag Stafford died weeks ago. Not sure if you're familiar with that Twitter account. Are you?
Yes.
So there's a Twitter account called hashtag Stafford
Did you
dies
tell me or
weeks ago.
somebody told me about
I think it's
that.
hilarious. And it's this Twitter account that's very real, and they just tweet hashtag Stafford died weeks ago.
Well, and the funny thing is Kelly Stafford's getting all sorts of heat because she's a pain in the butt. And now she's getting heat in LA and probably all over the place.
I want to circle back to the Super Bowl. Am I a nihilist or a cynic for saying I don't care that it's Buffalo? Like I
No,
don't care
who
what the
cares?
story is?
I wrote down Baltimore, Buffalo, KC. It doesn't really matter. I just want to get in the Super Bowl.
That's my take. And Buffalo fans, I hope you can understand this. Sorry, Uncle Phil. And Nate Gray, who's actually a big Bills fan. And all the other fake Bills fans that have spawned the past 3 years. Because there's a lot of them.
Yep.
And there's a lot of Lions fans too. Fake Lions fans. What else do you want to do kind of NFL as a whole? Who you like, who you don't like?
Just a couple more must-see guys.
Sure.
Like, I hate because he's in our division, but Jefferson is a magician. He's good.
Mid.
But
Chase Betta.
I love JJ at Michigan, but I don't think he's going to be a very good pro.
We have no idea if he's going
I
to
don't
be
know.
a good pro.
I just,
We have no clue.
Sure we do.
I saw one picture and it looked like he put on 30 pounds. And then everyone was like, JJ's fat. Yeah,
fat or
he didn't
muscle?
look like good 30 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. He's dead.
Must see TV. Dan Campbell and Gibbs. Like,
What's
there's not a coach who people like watching more than Dan Campbell. Really.
All right, let me think. You can keep
Pete
going.
Carroll people like.
Pete Carroll's the man.
Sean Payton people like, but everybody loves Campbell. I feel really bad for Myles Garrett because Cleveland is a terrible football organization. I think they have the worst quarterback situation of anything I can remember.
No, don't they have Shedeur Sanders?
Is that Barry Sanders or Shedeur Sanders?
Shedeur, he's really good. I'm pretty sure he's starting. Yeah, Cleveland
I
fans,
think he might be their fourth. Is he on the practice squad or do they?
No, I think they're carrying 4. Something stupid.
That's unbelievable.
And I just said 2 teams that will play poverty ball. So you said the Browns. You know who the other one is. It's very obvious.
Cowboys?
No, actually poverty ball. The Saints.
Oh yeah, the Saints are terrible.
The product that the Saints are going to trot out on that field is.
Oh my gosh.
Going to be. Can I make a Hurricane Katrina reference or no? Let me know if I can't.
I think that'd be a little bit inappropriate. But why don't we talk about it for a minute or two just to see if fans are going to be lined up looking for a case of bottled water.
So what what I would say, but I'm not going to, is that the 2025 Saints team is going to be the worst thing to happen to New Orleans since Hurricane Katrina. That's what I would have said.
That's fair.
But I'm not going to say that.
No, that'd be inappropriate. Yeah, that's mean.
That's morally
mean.
unjust.
That's just mean.
So I think the Saints are going to be really good this year, make a lot of noise, a lot of rumble. That's a reference to Hurricane After Effects, right?
Copy that.
And I will say the bad teams, like the Titans, I want to watch the Titans. I want to see if Cam Ward's got a pulse. I like Chig Okonkwo, their tight end. I think Calvin Ridley has a resurgence in him. The Panthers, I like little Bryce running around in his Fisher-Price mobile. I think he's going to be okay. The Giants, Jackson Dart.
What is with Carolina in sports?
What are you talking about?
Well, their basketball team is unbelievably bad, and their football team
Charlotte.
is unbelievably bad.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick is going to save the University of North Carolina. How'd that turn out? Hilarious.
They lost 42-14 to TCU or something.
Chapel Hill has no pulse.
And his girlfriend is hanging out with him on the sidelines.
Not doing that. Chapel Hill is a cemetery.
Terrible.
It's a cemetery.
Awful.
So like all these crappy teams, like the Giants, like I want to see what they look like. I want to see all these bad teams. I just want football.
Well, that's the thing about football. Doesn't matter who's playing. It's going to be relatively entertaining. You know, there's going to be some nightmarish Thursday night games. We're still going to watch them.
Yeah, like I remember, like a few months ago, there's a tweet that kind of made the rounds, and it was like, I would kill for a Titans Jags Thursday night football. And I'm like, you know what? Sign me up.
I'm in for that.
We're not talking current Titans Jags with Cam Ward and Trevor. We're talking
4 years ago.
Corpse of Marcus Mariota and corpse of Blake Bortles. And you know what? Like in the crappy mustard uniforms, where they're
Blake Bortles who throws it with 2 hands.
Yeah. I'm going to give you some future bets, and you're going to tell me if you're buying into any of this, okay?
Okay.
I'll do this one. Browns to miss the playoffs, parlayed with the Lions to make the playoffs.
Yes.
I did a little boost there. I got that to plus money. Basically turning like 10 to 20, 20 to 40.
That's a great bet.
So I did that. It seemed like a lot. Because the Lions, like, they're going to make the offs. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Broncos over 9.5 wins.
I don't know. I need to look at their schedule. I'm 50-50 on that one.
Okay. Saints last in the division. Browns last in the division. That was from Bill Simmons.
That's easy.
Which is like plus 145, 150, which means like 1.5 times your money.
Okay.
Bills to win the Super Bowl. I sprinkled. I got a boost. It was like 11-1. 11-1. It's a flyer.
Yeah, I guess that's good.
It's a flyer. They're not going to win the Super Bowl because the Lions are, but it's just for fun.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't bet on Super Bowl winners unless they're from Detroit.
Dolphins under 8.5 wins.
Yes. I like
Implosion.
That.
Implosion.
Yeah, for sure. We're not allowed to make fun of concussions in Tua. That'd be so inappropriate.
No, I would not. You ever see the Will Smith movie?
Yes.
Concussion? Yeah, it's about Tua. It's a biopic.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite bet. And I'm not sure if it's still up. And I texted my buddies it, and they told me to call the number. But it's Sinners to be nominated for Best Picture, parlayed with the Bills to win their division. It was almost plus money. It was like minus 155. So that, do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to happen. I saw Sinners. It's going to get nominated for sure. And I don't see any path in which the Bills don't win that division.
Well, the division's poverty.
It's not poverty. The Patriots have a very strong pulse in Foxborough. I can feel it from here. Drake May. Whew.
I like Drake May, but I still don't think he has anybody to throw to.
I actually bet on the Bills to win, to get first in the division.
Who's he throwing to? Stephon Diggs, who's going to cry and whine.
Did you see Diggs apologize to the media? He did some big apology about like I don't really know what, but I guess he like spoke out of turn, and I think New England's gonna win like 9 games and be like solid.
Whew.
Yeah,
Well, that makes Simmons happy.
yeah. Okay, so that's some future stuff.
Okay.
Do you think the Niners are gonna be any good? We haven't talked about them much.
No.
Okay. Do you think Panay is gonna win Protector of the Year, the new offensive lineman award?
Yes.
I think so too. Hutch, comeback player of the year, I already said.
Easy.
It's just like written for him. And then offensive player of the year, it's kind of always fun to pick like, okay, what skill guy is going to win it? Is there someone that you like, a skill guy to break out?
Yeah, Jamar Chase.
Okay.
That's easy.
Can I offer you Nico Collins? Michigan legend.
Michigan legend. He was real good last year until he got injured, and I know people like him. He's got to prove it to me over a season before I put any money on him.
I think this year. And then defensive player of the year, everyone is on Abdul Carter for the Giants. I'm going to throw Mike Green at
Rookie
you.
defense or defense period?
Defensive rookie.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Everyone's on Abdul Carter or Mike Green is the guy Baltimore got.
Yep.
Who
but no, I like Abdul Carter. Everybody, I guess he's blowing people up in practice.
Yeah, blowing people up. Yeah. So what else do you want to talk about, the NFL, or do you want to switch to Bryce? I can do more on
We
the
should chat
NFL.
a little bit about college football.
Okay, real quick. Can you predict who is predicted to win the Super Bowl per Vegas? Can you just give me the top 5 in the order?
In my order or Vegas's order?
Both. Like, say who you think Vegas has won, and say if you agree or disagree.
Buffalo.
Slow it down. Are you doing this in order?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say Buffalo.
Baltimore. Philly. KC, Detroit.
Okay, that's very close.
Did I get the 5 teams right?
Hint, there's actually another team because there's a tie.
Who's the other team there? Tampa?
They're war criminals.
Washington?
No, they're actually war criminals.
Well, war criminals are...
They're terrorists.
Dallas.
No, more acts of terror. Their quarterback is very theatrical. Green Bay.
Oh,
so
that's awful.
So tied for first when I checked was Baltimore and Philly tied for 1. What do you think about this?
Was this before last night?
This was before Thursday Night Football.
Okay, because now Philly's dropped because the world has seen...
They'll have dropped, yeah.
You're just average.
Okay, so Buffalo...
And also their quarterback can't throw. He can run.
Buffalo was your first. They were third.
Okay.
They were behind Philly
Now
and
they're
Baltimore.
2.
They're 2, there may be 1. I think Buffalo should be the favorite.
Yeah.
The Chiefs were 4th. So it was Buffalo 1. Tied for 2 and 3 were Baltimore and Philly. No, sorry. I'm looking at your ranking. Baltimore and Philly were 1. Buffalo was 3.
Okay.
Because they're tied. Then the Chiefs. Then the Lions and the Packers.
Okay.
Which is fine. And there's quite a drop-off from Chiefs to Lions-Packers. Quite a drop-off. But the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. That's the lesson here, folks.
Save us, Lions.
Save us, Lions. And I think that's all I got. Thursday Night Football. You think the Cowboys are going to be poverty?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be pesky. I think they're going to hang in a lot of games.
Sure, they may hang in a lot of games. They're only going to win 6.
Yeah, they maybe only win 6
Now
or
they're
7.
lucky they play the Giants twice, and the Giants are poop.
Yeah.
And they'll win a couple here or there. I think Washington's going to implode this year a little bit.
You think Washington is going to implode? Please tell me this take.
They were lucky last year. They got a couple lucky. Listen, if Goff doesn't turn the ball over, nobody's talking about them as much as they are this year. They got lucky against Chicago to win a game. Their defense was not very good, and they were way too dependent on a quarterback to run around that much. The NFL has not proven to have skinny quarterbacks to run around and not get injured.
So I'm going to piggyback on the back take there. If you're going to hedge your bets on Washington and say they're going to fall off, it's the skinny quarterback. He's going to get hurt. And I will show you the Houston Texans the past 2 years, right? Rookie Stroud lit it up and was awesome and took a huge step back in his sophomore year. So that could happen with Daniels, kind of a sophomore slump.
Yeah, that's the comparison.
Whereas like the lit it up rookie of the year was awesome.
Stroud's about 25 pounds heavier.
Yeah, actually, that's great. So if you're going to hedge your, like Washington, you think Philly wins that division still? The corpse of Philly? And then Washington's a wild card team?
Yep.
Okay. I hope we play Washington in the playoffs again. Just I want that out there now.
I don't like how they acted.
I want their fan. I want Washington, especially what's going on in their city. If it's not burned down by then.
I think we should probably move on to the next point.
Okay, talk about college football.
Okay.
Washington, that city might be in ruins by the time the playoffs come around. So I would like to have a game at their poverty little stadium that's like going to get torn down, right? That's going to happen. I'd like to play there. Thank you.
So college football it's very interesting right now because the SEC now they just can't like pay players illegally and get all the best talent. So they're not poverty, but they're now a step below. I like that. I like Georgia. I like to see Alabama losing. I'm very comfortable with that. The whole punishment for Michigan for the Connor Stallion situation, it's financial, and I like Portnoy's take on it. He's like, we got $20 million in the ashtray. We're just going to take that and then go on. Yeah, Moore gets to miss a game or two later in the season. Who cares? Michigan has a quarterback. They are back. They've got to work in some new talent, so it's going to take a little while for them to work it out, but I like Michigan. I like Michigan to win 10 games and maybe make some noise in the playoffs.
So, you want to talk about Michigan or just college football as a whole right now?
Both.
Okay, college football as a whole. I hate the new CFP. I'll just say that. I hate it. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Everybody's in.
It just takes away the importance of games, and I'll look at the Texas OSU. First of all, that game should not have happened.
Should not happen the first week of the season.
Elaborate, because we're probably in the minority because we know ball, and there's a lot of people.
These are still 18 and 19-year-old kids that have never played. There's no exhibition. Let them beat Upper Idaho State Teachers College just to get some playing time, just to get some reps in, and then play a big team.
I agree. So, is it nice as a college football player? Sure, it's nice.
Well, it's great for TV, but I think it's unfair to the players. Like Arch Manning, like, what are you doing?
You're just trotting them out there for failure, right? You're not putting your guys in the best position to succeed. Call me soft, whatever. When you can pick your schedule and pick games, you have a fluff home game in week 1, and then you have a tough road game in week 2. Oh, University of Michigan, hail to the victors, did exactly that. And they're going to have their test in week 2, right? If we were going week 1 on the road, night game at Oklahoma, I'd be very nervous. But we had a week first, settle in, figure out some kinks, see what works, check out Underwood's arm, which is great.
Our best defensive player is going to miss the first half.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's weak sauce.
That's another college football issue. They need a commissioner. That's why you can't have like 15 guys that think they're in charge. It's just dumb. It's just malpractice. Yeah. I'm rooting for Arch. Just real quick on Arch. I'm rooting for him.
Me too.
Because a lot of people aren't.
Why? Because he's a Manning?
Because he's Manning, and it's like people
he seems
want
to be a pretty good dude.
I've read a lot on him and watched a lot on him. I'm in. Yeah. High character guy. Okay. Good. He's got a good motor. We'll talk about Bryce Underwood here.
Isaac, I need to say good fit today.
Thank you.
Right. Good white shirt. Cufflinks. Superman cufflinks?
They're out, but they were Superman cufflinks.
And then little Lions pin. It's
yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Literally came right from work, and was good. I had a Lions shirt on my bed that I took out this morning that said "It Takes More," my favorite Lions shirt. But I'm like, no, we're just going to go. So that's why we're just very formal today.
Rolling right into what we wore to work.
Yeah. And then I was going to, I guess I could wear like all black outfit next time because whoever team Michigan or the Lions play, it's just be their burial. Like I remember doing that. And I would like actually like go to school when like the certain team played a team and we're going to bury them. It's off track, but I would do that.
Talk a little bit about Michigan.
Bryce Underwood, arm's there. Arm is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all over
as much
the place.
as I thought.
Oh, this week he will. I already talked to him. Yeah, he said he's going to use his legs a bit.
Good.
You can just tell that there's going to be some growing pains with that arm, which is
For
fine.
Sure.
But like he's going to be great at Michigan, and he's going to be a great NFL quarterback, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Funny thing is, they signed a pretty good quarterback for next year, which I was a little surprised at.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, all right, that's interesting. But Jaden Davis was also a pretty good quarterback prospect, right? So like we can see how those fluff prospects go.
Yeah.
Underwood's the man. Underwood is the man. I just. I'm glad that we had that first week on the road, first week at home, and then you go to Oklahoma. So, go ahead.
Listen, the OSU and Texas showed us that none of these teams are great. It's going to be a wide open field. Probably 20 teams could win the championship.
Yeah, I think Texas and OSU are probably pretty great teams
for sure. But neither of them scared me.
Yeah, they shouldn't have played each other week 1. I'm sorry, yeah. I don't care if it's
Penn
lame,
State until Penn State wins a big game. They're on fraud watch.
No, they're frauds. They're not on fraud watch. They're just confirmed frauds. You might call me crazy for putting the Super Bowl defending champ Eagles on fraud watch after 1 week, but I don't think I'm crazy at all. Ohio State, I already put them on fraud watch too. So, yeah, I'll throw it around to anybody. But go ahead. That's what I got there.
That's it. I'm looking forward to football.
Yeah, I will.
Get a long shift on Sunday.
Football is a big deal for us, and so I'll just shout out Dorn now. I said I was gonna call him, but he's like, I probably won't answer. But I'm just gonna give it a shot here because I'm gonna talk about him. He was in a meeting the other day, and I went to his office, and I I was gonna say what up, and I put a sticky note that just said like "Save us football, one more sleep till football." The next day, he still had that sticky note up,
Nice.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave it up there."
DA's a solid guy, big fan of the show, and a real good dude.
So he's probably not gonna answer my call, but the takeaway is football is just like consuming most of our mental
The nice
space.
thing about football, it really, really unites people. The whole fantasy football stuff is a
Doran,
whole separate
what's
deal.
the score of the Michigan game? What's going to be the final score?
Little prediction from the expert DA.
The Michigan-Oklahoma game,
Yes, sir.
we're going to go with a nice 38-24 Michigan win.
Nice.
Lions score, please.
Lions score, please.
Lions score, fraud check the Packers, Micah Parsons, Jordan Love.
Were you just sitting in the room for the last 45 minutes?
We're going to go with a nice, let's see here. We'll go 35-21 Lions beat down at Lambeau Field.
Lots of long touchdowns.
Yeah, like we're just going to have J-Mo over the top, all this talk about Ben Johnson and all these trick plays and all these gadget plays. How about we're just going to go Jared Goff over the top of Micah Parsons and the rest of the Packers defense and just hit bombs in Lambeau.
Little double move, leave you with your underwear on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, a little lingerie on the deck,
Nice.
Would you say that the Packers are more war criminals or terrorists?
They'd have a tough time getting into any country right now, either way. So, You know what? Either or, but we're going to waterboard them.
Perfect.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Have a good dinner.
See you, DA.
Lions go blue.
Okay, bye.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
That's great. So we're back. Saved. Doran saved us.
We're back. Football saved us. Doran, thank you, everybody. Now that football's back, we're going to be on more. If you want us to talk about something specific, let us know.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Bye.
Peace out.